Happy Friday everyone, I am Jessica
And I'm Simran.
and we are the head students at the Westgate School.
Today we're going to be talking to you all about anti-bullying, something that we've made an effort to recognise as a school. The theme is set by the Anti-Bullying Alliance, and this year the theme is Make a Noise About Bullying.
The definition of bullying is the repetitive intentional hurting of one person or group by another person or group where the relationship involves an imbalance of power.
Bullying can be physical, verbal or psychological. It can happen face-to-face or online. There are 4 key elements to this definition: hurtful, repetition,
Power imbalance and intentional.
Sometimes bullying can be dismissed as just banter. The definition of banter is the playful and friendly exchange of teasing remarks.
This is something that we drew upon in the assemblies that we delivered to students this week. We delivered the following messages to students.
Just because banter doesn't constitute all the elements of bullying doesn't mean it's acceptable.
All offensive, threatening, violent and abusive language and behaviour is always unacceptable.
This includes any negative language or behaviour in relation to a protected characteristic under the Equality Act 2010.
i.e. age, disability, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnership.
Or pregnancy and maternity, race, religion or belief, sex, gender or sexual orientation.
Language and behaviour can have different meanings in different contexts. Just because someone uses certain language to refer to themselves doesn't mean it's necessarily acceptable.
Just because you think something is banter or a joke doesn't mean everyone will think it is. People won't always feel confident to speak up about something if they're offended by it. Most will just even ignore it or play along with it as to not draw attention to themselves.
Third parties might be offended even if they're not part of your conversation. As a school this week, we also have been embedding the anti-bullying message across the curriculum. An example of this is in music lessons where students have been focusing on the lyrics of certain songs that make a clear stand against bullying.
In some English lessons, they've also been looking at spoken word and poetry. The students are also participating in Odd Socks Day to celebrate how unique everyone really is. As well as this, we are also introducing an anti-bullying charter. An anti-bullying charter mark is a tool created by schools to prevent bullying. It involves the whole school community about bringing a positive change.
Students will be playing a huge part in this, taking on the roles of anti-bullying ambassadors to support their fellow students. We certainly have been making a noise about bullying, and we hope that it will encourage students to make a noise if they themselves are being bullied or ever witness any bullying within the school.
You can email worry@westgate if you're being bullied, or if you as a parent have any concerns about your child being bullied. Worry@Westgate is completely anonymous, so if you do have any concerns, you will be able to get help whenever you need. Your child can also speak to any trusted teacher or adult within the school for help as well.
As well as driving Anti-Bullying Week, the student leadership team will also be bringing Christmas cheer to the 48 residents of the Lent Rise Care Home in Burnham. At the end of the term, we'll be visiting the residents of Lent Rise and sharing gifts with them that have been donated or made.
As a school, we've been encouraging teachers and students to bring in donations such as toiletries and blankets, or they can be handmade like poems and letters and paintings and cards, or maybe even keyrings. Students can join us on Wednesdays after school in GO9 to help us make some lovely cards or gifts at no cost. We all know that the best presents aren't the most expensive, but the most thoughtful. As we all know, it's the thought that counts! The deadline for these donations are also the Monday, the 11th of December.
Highlighting additional student leadership roles at the Westgate School, we've recruited students as Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Ambassadors.
They'll collaborate with Miss Corby and Miss Yates to organise events to ensure that the curriculum is representative of the school community. Our eco-warriors are also currently going through the process of applying for our school to gain a green flag.
They put lots of work into this and we're so proud of everything that they are doing for the school. As well as this, our student leadership team, spanning all year groups, will collaborate with the senior leadership team on the school development plan to bring about positive change. Student leadership is a crucial aspect of your child's journey at the Westgate School, and we would urge all students to embrace these excellent opportunities.
Stay tuned for upcoming positions. We thank you for your continued support. Stay tuned for next time. You can email worry...
Sorry.
Right,
start again.
Okay, I need to stop laughing. We all know that the best gifts aren't the most expensive, but the most thoughtful. As we all know, it's the thought that counts.
Didn't make it.
We go, oh, the deadline is Monday. As, don't forget, it's the thought that counts.
One more time. Like you forget what to say. Okay.
As we all know, and then together, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, have a little pause just before you say it.
Yeah.
Should we look at each other? As we all know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We all know that the best presents aren't the ones that are the most expensive, but the ones that are the most thoughtful. As we all know, it's the thought that counts.
I said the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts.
Yes. Okay.
Last one.
Okay. Last one.
We all know that the best presents aren't the ones that are.
Why don't I say it? We all know that the best presents aren't. As well as this, our student leadership team, spanning all year groups, will collaborate with the senior leadership team on the school development plan to bring about positive change.
You happy with that, or do you want to say it again?
I want to say it again instead of proud.
Our eco warriors are also currently. Sorry.
Take a breath and calm down.
Our eco warriors are currently going through the process of applying.
Sorry, I'm done. I'm literally done.